And here we are on this Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Dan Kuntz. That opening shot you just saw is a beautiful shot of Monument Hill out there in Quincy. I am Dan Kuntz. Happy Friday to you. Busy Friday here. Lots of things to get to, as we always do on these Fridays. We promise you a 5-star show. We're going to deliver or double your viewing pleasure back. How many TV stations and how many TV shows can say that? Well, actually, all of them. We're just the only ones that do. Newscast is coming up. Sports will preview a very busy weekend in the world of prep sports. We have a game tonight, by the way, live right here on the NCW Live channel. We'll be at the Wenatchee High School Gymnasium as the Wenatchee Panther girls basketball team takes on the Ferris Saxons out of Spokane. We'll take to the air at 5:30. They'll tip it off at 5:45. Don't forget high school basketball tonight. If you can't make it to the gym, you can watch it right here on the NCW Live channel. Also, it's Pink at the Rink tonight at the Town Toyota Center to benefit Wellness Place and Relay for Life. It's a big event, one of the biggest ones that they do every year with the Wenatchee Wild. Penticton V's are in town. We'll preview that. We'll also preview Monday Night Football as the Seahawks play host to the Minnesota Vikings. We have today in history, the obscure holiday, very special birthdays coming your way, and everyone's entitled to Mike Benotti's opinion. And in the back half of the hour, 3 members of the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. Their Deck the Halls Holiday Spectacular happens this Saturday and this Sunday at the Community Rink at the Town Toyota Center. You'll be hearing from Ellie Anderson, Abby Reed, and Brooke Bouchong during the conversation portion of this broadcast. First things first, let's do the weather forecast because we're thinking about, are we going to get some snow? We're going to get some snow. Yeah, we're going to get a little bit of snow, but not a lot. Nothing we can't handle. For today, no real problems at all. We have overcast skies right now. They're going to burn off. We'll see some sunshine this afternoon. High today of about 31 degrees. Normally we're about 33, so it's going to feel colder, but it's actually right around normal for this time of the year. 10% of light snow overnight tonight. Don't bet on it. 26 for the overnight low as the clouds thicken up. Partly sunny Saturday, mixture of clouds and sun. Slight chance of light snow Saturday morning. Again, not going to stick around. High of 35. Saturday night, no snow in the forecast. 27 for the overnight low. Now Sunday, after the sun goes down, about 4:30 or 5 on Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, we could see a little bit of light snow, about a ½ an inch possible. ½ an inch of light snow possible on Sunday overnight. High Sunday of 35 degrees. Sunday night, again, overnight, spilling into early Monday while you're sleeping. Really light snow, less than an inch, just enough to cover the yard and the roadways, and an overnight low Sunday night of around 29. And whatever snow we get, and again, we're not expecting just a skiff of snow. It'll be long gone by Monday because we're going to top off at about 41 degrees. Under partly sunny skies, patchy fog Monday night, otherwise mostly cloudy, 28 for the overnight low. Then a mixed bag on Tuesday, a little bit of rain possible, a little bit of snow possible. They say rain likely with that high of 35, and then we get to Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 39. So yeah, we're going to get a little bit of light snow on Saturday night, a slight chance. Best chance is Sunday, late afternoon into early Monday for snow, but again, no more than an inch here in the Wenatchee Valley. Waterville Plateau, you're up there at about 4,000 feet. You could get a couple of inches of snow up in the Waterville Plateau, and also the mountain passes. They're expecting anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of snow over a long period of time, starting on Saturday afternoon and going through Monday. So no significant snowfall, just light snow is in the forecast. We're going to take a break. When we come back, your Friday morning news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
I came here to CVCH because one of my friends referred me. When I met Dr. Jocelyn, she was just amazing. She connected with my son, and it meant so much to me. He opens up so quickly because she just sits there and plays with him. It really is like going to see a friend. It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted and respected. It just feels like home.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, and this is Guada TV. Every week we will be bringing you a first look at North Central Washington business, tech, and education news. You'll hear from local influencers and innovators who live right here in the Valley. Together we'll discuss hot topics, current events, and resources that can support your business, our schools, and this community. Join me every week, and let's get inspired.
And we are back on this Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I am Dan Kuntz. Here's what's making headlines on this Friday morning. Chelan County Sheriff's Deputy Jennifer Tyler, who lost her race against Sheriff Brian Burnett in the November election, now the subject of an independent investigation. Chief Deputy Jason Reinfeld told us told NCW Life News that Tyler was placed on administrative leave on Monday. Reinfeld says the investigation is being conducted by an independent agency, but he declined to discuss the nature of the probe. Tyler was fired in 2010, but then reinstated in 2013 after it was determined she was wrongfully terminated. Her subsequent lawsuit against the sheriff resulted in her receiving a $506,000 judgment. She continued to criticize the sheriff's office during her failed election campaign, and in an election night interview with me, she vowed to try again in 4 years.
You know, I think for coming into this as late in the game as I did, I think we did an amazing job. I had an amazing team and an amazing support behind me. There's still more of the message to get out there. I'm not done, Dan. I have a lot more to do, and I'm ready to do it as the sheriff.
If it doesn't pan out, Jen, you go back to work. Are you thinking maybe 4 years down the road making another run at this?
Absolutely. If you've seen my pop-up, it's a shame to let that thing go to waste. I'll be busting it out in 4 years regardless.
Reached yesterday, Tyler said she could not comment on the investigation. She said under department policy she could be immediately terminated if she commented. In the last election, Taylor received 35% of the vote for Chelan County Sheriff. Speaking of the November election, the results in Chelan County showed a rather puzzling trend when it came to undervotes. Undervotes are when people turn in a ballot but leave some races blank. For example, in Chelan County, the number of undervotes on Initiative 1631, the carbon tax initiative, 512 out of 34,098 ballots counted. There were even fewer undervotes for Initiative 1639. This was the gun control measure. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley this week with me, Chelan County Auditor Skip Morris said those numbers are pretty good.
And we see a trend. All those numbers are pretty close. The firearms one was even squeaked in tighter. So it's obvious that the voters of Chelan County have a concern with that or had an opinion on it. But all of those races, the numbers are quite close. So it shows that the folks that did not have opinion on it were quite small.
But the further down the ballot, the more undervotes. The most stark example was the race for Chelan County Commissioner between Sean Smith and Bob Boogert. 2,276 people did not vote.
I wish I had the definitive answer as what happened there. The only thing I can consider is, or that I can come up with on that race, was that people just didn't understand the candidates. That's about the only thing I can consider. They didn't, those individuals, obviously a vast minority of people voted, but 2,200, almost 2,100 voters didn't vote the race. The only thing I can consider is they didn't have enough information, or I'm going to use what quite often you hear politicians say all the time. Well, that means the voters are happy with the status quo. Well, that's kind of silly because neither one of those have held office before. There isn't an incumbent there.
No.
So I just think it must have been a situation where either they weren't happy with either candidate or they weren't able to they didn't feel they have enough information to make that decision. There's another term that's used in this business, which I'm going to laugh when I say it, but they refer to voter fatigue. And in that by the time the voter has gone through the decision-making process on the front of the ballot and working their way down through by the time they get to the last quarter or the last half of the ballot, they're just kind of, well, I got to the ones that really matter. These other races, I'm like, I'm not sure, and they just don't vote.
The Grand County Sheriff's Office reports 2 people are in jail and a Moses Lake drug house is closed down due to a several-month-long investigation by the Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team. The Moses Lake Police Department helped serve a narcotics search warrant yesterday at the home at 1133 East Hill Avenue in Moses Lake. There, investigators found and arrested 37-year-old Sonia Adame and 27-year-old David Cantu. Inside the home, law enforcement found methamphetamine, heroin, and electronic scales of the type used for weighing drugs for sale. A search warrant was also served at storage lockers on Grape Drive, where they found scores of electronics believed to be used as trade for drugs. Both suspects are in the Grant County Jail for suspicion of delivery of drugs in a school zone, possession with intent to deliver drugs in a school zone. The investigation continues. More arrests are pending. Wenatchee Valley College has received a federal grant of almost $55,000 to help make childcare more affordable for parents attending classes at the college. The college partners with Westside Early Learning Center at Westside High School to provide childcare for Wenatchee Valley College students. The grant is called Child Care Access Means Parents in School. It lowers the cost of that care for about 50 low-income students per year. It will also fund workshops for parents and their children, staff training, materials, and supplies for the Early Learning Center. The grant funding is expected to be provided for 4 years. And finally, what's happening this weekend? We do this every Friday. Our very own Megan McPherson filling you in on some of the events that's happening this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Wells House First Friday Holiday Open House is happening from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the Wenatchee Valley College campus. Come check out the holiday decorations and see the recent renovations and new displays. Tours will be available of the first and second floors, and light refreshments will be served. Village Voices Christmas in the Mountains concert is this Friday and Sunday at the Leavenworth Church of the Nazarene. Join your friends and neighbors for an evening of joyous Christmas music presented by Leavenworth's own Village Voices. Tickets are available at the Leavenworth Chamber of Commerce. Santa will arrive at the Wenatchee Convention Center this Saturday at 10 a.m. From 10 to 11, he will take photos with kids. Then from 11 to 2, there will be photos, pizza, and crafts with Santa. During the final hour from 2 to 3, only pictures will be offered. This Sunday is the Gingerbread House Factory in the local Event Center at Pybus Public Market. Kids under 18 and their families are welcome to build their own gingerbread house from 1 to 2 or 2:30 to 3:30. This event is open to the public at no charge, but donations are gladly accepted to help cover cost for future mission programs of Pacific Crest Church. This is a first-come, first-serve event. There will be supplies for 200 gingerbread houses, and they are available until all supplies are gone. And finally, Handel's Messiah Sing is this Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Eastmont Baptist Church. Dan Jackson, retired Wenatchee High School choral director, is working as the artistic director with Serve Wenatchee Valley to present a free holiday event, Handel's Messiah Sing-Along, as they raise funds that support families struggle to stay in their homes. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Thank you very much, Megan. We always appreciate your efforts. And once again, a reminder, when you're out and about this weekend, doesn't matter what event you go to or what you'll be doing on this busy weekend, when you're doing your Christmas shopping, and a lot of people will, don't forget to pick up a new unwrapped toy for the Les Schwab Community Toy Drive. We have a goal. Goals are good. We want to get 1,000 kids presents for this holiday season for the not so privileged in our valley. So drop by a new unwrapped toy at any of our sponsor locations. That includes both Les Schwab locations, Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, both Cashmere Valley Bank branches in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, both locations of Works in both Wenatchee and East Wenatchee. Hooked on Toys, Sangster Motors, Country 104.7 KKRV, Quabota Valley Tractor and Rentals, the Hot Under Golf Course, bunch of folks on board. We all appreciate it. A new unwrapped toy. If you're not sure what to get, there is a list of specific items, the hot items for the kids this year, and it's available on the Les Schwab Community Toy Drive Facebook page. Go to your Facebook page, type in Les Schwab Community Toy Drive, it'll pop right up. You'll see this, so you can get something specific for the kids who need it. If you're not sure, gift cards are fine too. Can't go wrong with gift cards. You really can't. The Les Schwab Community Toy Drive. By the way, we wrap the whole thing up on December 15th, so let's make it happen again, all right? I love it when a tradition turns into a tradition. Speaking of traditions, the news with Grant Olson comes your way at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. 5, 6, and 10, with one exception. There won't be a 6 o'clock newscast tonight because we got high school basketball, girls high school basketball, as the Wenatchee Panthers will host the Wenatchee Panthers host Ferris tonight in girls basketball, and we'll have that game for you at 5:30. So there won't be a 6 o'clock edition of the news tonight, but there will be one at 5, there will be one at 10. You can watch it on demand on our Facebook page. You can watch it on demand at your leisure if you want by going to our website at ncwlife.com. 20 minutes after the hour. Going to take a break. When we come back, sports. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
This is the NCW Life Community Calendar brought to you by LocalTel. The Snowy Owl Family Christmas Show is this Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. in Leavenworth. There will be music, dances, wacky commercials, and a Christmas story for the whole family. Columbia Choral presents Christmas Around the World this Friday at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets online or at the door. For more information and other community events, visit ncwlife.com.
Make a purchase from a local business and you are supporting your community and your friends. Please stop by and share some holiday cheer with these local businesses.
The Shirt Shop in Chelan. Shirts, sweatshirts, and more for the whole family. Have it customized while you wait. Located in the heart of downtown Chelan. Yoga Chelan. Move beyond the expected, promoting the health benefits of yoga through classes, events, and adventures. Yoga for everyone with Yoga Chelan.
Happy holidays from your friends and neighbors.
And we're back at 22 minutes after the hour. Overcast, 27 degrees outside of our studios, about 31 or 32 for the afternoon high. It'll be sunny most of the day today, and as we mentioned before, a little bit of light snow coming your way Sunday night into Monday. Let's do sports, and we'll start out with the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard from yesterday. Not a lot going on, but a good day for the Tigers. In boys basketball, Antioch edged Cascade Christian 42-39 on the girls' side. No problems at all, 62-21. Girls bowling yesterday. The Wenatchee Panthers traveled to Yakima and narrowly defeated West Valley 3-1. Total pin count 1,937 to 1,860. High scores: Hannah Johnson rolled a 213. Emily Groth rolled a 180, and Kyla Hankins both with a 177 and a 173. By the way, both Wenatchee and Eastmont are in Tacoma today and tomorrow for the Tower Classic. Now, let's talk about the schedule. We'll start out with girls basketball, and this is for today. Cashmere is in Omak. Chelan hosts Okanagan. Meade is at Eastmont, and Wenatchee will host Ferris, and we'll have that game, as I mentioned before, live right here on the NCW Live channel, 5:30 airtime, 5:45 tip. B basketball tonight. Manson hosts Bridgeport. Cascades at Waterville Mansfield at 6 o'clock. Antioch is at Mount Vernon Christian at 6:30. That's the ladies. What about the gentlemen? Wenatchee is at Ferris at 5:45. 7:15, they'll tip it off for Cashmere at Omak. Chelan hosting Okanagan. Meade and Eastmont will get underway at 7:30. Bridgeport and Manson at 7:30. Cascade at Waterville Mansfield. Antioch, a late start, 8 o'clock tonight against Mount Vernon Christian. Now we'll talk Saturday. First, in girls basketball, Antioch is at LaConner. That's noon. Wenatchee will host Meade at 1:45. Eastmont's on the road at Eisenhower at 5:45. Chelan hosts LaSalle. And the Cashmere girls have the late start, 7:15. Against Granger tomorrow. And boys basketball Saturday, Antioch and LaConner. They'll tip it off at 1:30. Wenatchee and Meade get going at 3:30. The Cashmere boys host Granger. And then the girls will take over at 5:45. 7:30 start time for LaSalle at Chelan and Eastmont as at Eisenhower. On the wrestling mats this weekend, busy schedule. Look at that. Wenatchee girls are at Foss High School. It's the Judy Emery Invite that begins Saturday at 8 a.m. The Eastmont girls are at the Warden Invite beginning tomorrow at 10. On the boys' side, Eastmont travels to Central Valley and Spokane for the Inland Empire Tournament. That starts today at 3 and then tomorrow morning at 10. Wenatchee will be in South Kitsap for the Olympic duels at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Chelan and Cashmere are at the Connell Invite at 10 tomorrow, and Cascade travels to Granger, also beginning at 10 a.m. Hey, Pink at the Rink is back, and it's tonight at the Town Toyota Center. It's presented by Confluence Health. Tonight's game, a fundraiser for both Wellness Place as well as Relay for Life. Lots of opportunities to help each organization. Chuck-a-Puck, the 50-50 raffles. They got the silent auction. You can bid on the special jerseys that the team's going to be wearing tonight. Silent auction during the game, live auction afterwards. The game features the Wenatchee Wild and their rivals, the Penticton V's. Home and home weekend, by the way. They'll slug it out for the first place in the BCHL's Interior Division. Penticton 3 points in front of Wenatchee in the standings. The puck drops tonight at 7:05 at the Town Toyota Center. They'll be at the Okanagan Event Center in Penticton tomorrow night at 6:05. From hockey to baseball. Check out the new logo celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Wenatchee Apple Sox. They rolled it out yesterday as their summer collegiate baseball team celebrates 2 decades of baseball right here in the Wenatchee Valley. The Sox, of course, for their first 5 years, played in the Pacific International League, and then the West Coast League got going, and they were one of the members there and have been since 2005. Take heart, baseball fans. Opening day, 179 days away. The Apple Sox against Victoria on June 4th. That's a cool logo. I really like that. If you get ESPN3, I don't, but if you do, You can watch Eastern Washington tomorrow. The Eastern Washington Eagles in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. They're taking on. They're at home on the Red Inferno, taking on UC Davis for a chance to get to the semifinals, and they get going. I don't know. Doesn't say. Sometime tomorrow. Check local listings. And finally, the Seahawks are off until Monday when they got the Vikings in town. This game has lots of playoff implications. As a matter of fact, they're battling for the division lead in the NFC North. That's the Minnesota I'm talking about. Seahawks fighting for a wild card spot. Coach Pete Carroll says Minnesota provides lots of challenges for the Seahawks.
Really an exciting matchup. This is a difficult team to play in many ways. They're such a good team across the board. Their numbers are great, and the players, we know so many of these guys are so familiar to us because they've done so much. And Coach Zimmer's system is a problem. So this is the kind of matchup that we need. We need tough matchups with teams that really challenge us in many ways, and this is one of them for sure. And they keep coming at us, so it's just the way it is. But so we got to get cranked up and have a good week and get ready to go and look forward to a big opportunity Monday night. You know, there was some talk on the broadcast I hear about the crowd, and I think the 12s will probably go crazy on this one just like they always do. And let's not leave any doubt at all. Let's be wild and loud and have fun and enjoy the heck out of it. We'll try to play accordingly to make it such. So,
Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings, 5:15, ESPN's Monday Night Football. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Friday morning. Let's do the obscure holiday. And there's nothing obscure about this. December 7th is one of those dates that if you were alive and you had a memory like my parents' generation, they know exactly where they were and what they were doing on that Sunday morning when word came down that 2,403 people, Americans, were killed by the Imperial Japanese Navy attacking U.S. base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, December 7th, 1941. Today is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. You think it would have been going on for many, many years. It's not that old, actually. It didn't go into effect until 1994. That's when the United States Congress declared December 7th of each year as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On November 29th of that same year, President Bill Clinton issued a proclamation, and that was actually the first National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, was December 7th, 1994. Normally on Pearl Harbor Day, the American flag is flown at half-staff until sunset to honor those who died in the attack, but of course, American flags are already at half-staff and will be for the next couple of weeks to honor the 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush. National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day today, and that's coming up, by the way, in Today in History, which starts right now. And first of all, though, we wish happy birthday to Delaware. The first state, Delaware, became the very first state to ratify the United States Constitution, and they get to be number one on the list. Happened on this date 231 years ago, December 7th, 1787. The motto, liberty and independence. And interesting fact about Delaware, Delaware only has 3 counties. There's a county to the north, county in the middle, county to the south. That's it. Just 3 counties in the entire state of Delaware. Happy birthday, Delaware, 231 years ago today. We already talked about this once. We'll talk about it again. That's the headline for the New York Times the following Monday on December 8th. On Sunday, December 7th, 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy carries out a surprise attack on the United States Pacific Fleet and the Army and the Marines at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Both of my parents talked about what they were doing when they got the news. They remembered very, very well, 77 years ago today. December 7th, 1967, 51 years ago today, Otis Redding recorded the legendary ballad Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay at Stax Studios in Memphis. The following March, it topped the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 4 weeks. Of course, Otis Redding did not live to enjoy the success of that song 3 days after he recorded Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. 51 years ago today, Otis Redding perished in a plane crash. The song was released as it was. They recorded the song just as like a scratch, kind of a demo. Otis Redding recorded his vocals, very sparse arrangement. It was just the beginning, the bare bones of the song, but then there was nothing left to add to it because Otis was gone. And so they just released the song as it was, the famous whistling at the end of the song. That was supposed to be a verse. Otis Redding simply hadn't written one yet to close out the song, so he just whistled. A rock and roll classic was recorded on this date 51 years ago today. On December 7th, 1987, 31 years ago today, his name was David Burke. That was his name. He was an aircraft cleaning specialist, and he was fired from Pacific Southwest Airlines for petty theft. The man who fired him, his name was Ray Thompson. He ran the company. He flew every day on Flight 1771. He lived in San Francisco. He worked in Los Angeles, and every day he flew down to LA, and every night on Flight 771 he flew back to San Francisco. Well, David Burke was fired on this day. He went home and he got a .44 Magnum out of his closet. He went back to the airport and he used his employee credentials. They forgot to take his credentials away from him when they fired him, so that allowed him to bypass the normal security apparatus at LA International Airport. So he carried the gun on board, and as the plane was cruising at 22,000 feet, about halfway between LA and San Francisco, Burke shot his boss, Ray Thompson, dead. He then approached the cockpit and he shot Flight Attendant Debbie Neal dead. He got into the cockpit, he shot the pilot dead, he shot the co-pilot dead, and finally with the last bullet, he shot and killed Douglas Arthur, who was a pilot on the plane as a passenger. He tried to get into the cockpit to save the plane. He shot him dead, and obviously with nobody flying the plane, Flight 771 crashed, killing all 43 passengers and crew. And finally, on a much nicer note, let's do some birthdays. 3 legendary athletes and a local celebrity, Johnny Bench, the greatest catcher ever. He gets that honor. He's 71 years old today, a 14-time All-Star, twice the MVP of the National League, and in the Baseball Hall of Fame, class of 1989, the greatest catcher in baseball history, Johnny Bench, is 71 years old today. To Larry Bird, 12 times an All-Star, 3 times an NBA MVP, and he did it 3 years ago. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, class of 1998. Larry Bird, legendary Larry Bird, is 62 years old today. And Tino Martinez, who was a first-round draft pick of the Seattle Mariners way back in 1988, and of course he won a whole bunch of rings with the New York Yankees as a first baseman. Tino Martinez is 51 years old today. And we have a local celebrity, Marion Granstrom. There she is. That's her working a rainy football game last autumn. Marion is married to our beloved sports and program director, Eric Granstrom. We love Eric. We love Marion more. And by the way, she can dance. Marion, I know how old Marion is. I'm just not going to say. Happy birthday, Marion, from the whole crew. 33 minutes after the hour, everybody's entitled to Mike Magnotti's opinion. By the way, Mike's getting old. We'll talk about that. And then my conversation with Brooke Bouchon, Abby Reed, and Ellie Anderson for the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. Go watch these figure skaters this weekend at the community rink. Deck the halls. It'll get you in the holiday spirit. That conversation coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Make a purchase from a local business and you are supporting your community and your friends. Please stop by and share some holiday cheer with these local businesses.
Fresh dough, real cheese, tasty ingredients, pizza made to order. From their kitchen to your oven, Papa Murphy's Pizza. Order today. Eugene and his crew at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee wishes everyone a happy holiday and a big thank you for supporting their local business.
Happy holidays from your friends and neighbors.
What's your auto mocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
This is the NCW Life Community Calendar brought to you by Local Tel. Kids and families are invited to the Gingerbread House Factory this Sunday at the Local Tel Event Center at Pybus Public Market. Time slots are 1 to 2 and 2:30 to 3:30. Also Sunday is Handel's Messiah Sing at 6:30 p.m. at the Eastmont Baptist Church. This free collaborative musical experience will raise funds to support families struggle to stay in their homes. For more information, visit ncwlife.com.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
Ho, ho,
ho! Santa wants you to shop at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. They have a huge variety of fun Christmas items in their Christmas cottage. There's so much to choose from, and it changes day to day. Santas and snowmen, holiday dishes and decor, village pieces and ornaments. To add to your collection or start something new, you can't beat the prices. What's old is new again for you in the Christmas cottage at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills. A chill is in the air and it's a perfect time for some old-fashioned comfort food like our amazing Eggs Benedict, chicken fried steak, French dips, soups made from scratch, or fruit pies fresh from the oven. The crowds might be gone, but we're still here for you folks, so bring an appetite and a friend to Blueberry Hills in Manson, where you pick, you sit, you eat, and you visit. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 to 3. wildaboutberries.com.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, did you ever notice that hearing loss is the only physical disability which the person who is suffering from hearing loss is blamed and yelled at because of this disability? Now, think about it. Who shows disrespect to a blind person because they can't see? Who disdains the physical shortcoming of an amputee? Do we blame a person who is paralyzed from the waist down for being in a wheelchair? No, of course not. But just wait. Just wait until somebody's hearing starts to go. And brother, oh, is that different? If you have to say what, come again, or huh, because you don't hear something, people get mad at you. Now, how much sense does that make? So, my hearing's going, and my family's insisting I get hearing aids. Ain't gonna do it. And you know why? Because I've already heard enough. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat, poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
So this is where we have our offices, and we meet with people for one-on-one appointments and discuss, what's a suitable health insurance, what's a suitable drug plan. And by the way, when it does come to prescription drug plans, that is the area where people most often are in an inappropriate fit, because we've learned that our clients hate to change coverage, therefore they'll keep something far beyond its suitability. So definitely each year, please recheck your prescriptions.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
And welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We are decking the halls this Saturday and Sunday at the community rink at the Town Toyota Center. It's a big fundraiser for the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. 40 members will be taken to the ice. We were going to have all 40 join me one at a time on this program, but quite frankly, we don't have that kind of time. So instead, we have 3 of the top members of the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. To my immediate left is Abby Reed, who is 17, and to my far left is Brooke Bouchon, who is 14, and they're both figure skaters, and they're members of the club. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're both first-timers. All first-timers get the same question. Just tell me a little bit about yourselves. Brooke, you start first. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm 14. I attend Foothills Middle School, and I do skate, but I also play volleyball and horseback ride.
Okay. Second question, Abby. A little bit about yourself.
I'm 18 years old. I go to Wenatchee High School. I'm also in the Running Start program. I skate and then I ski in the winter.
Okay, so you're about ready to go to college then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, where are you off to? What's your plans?
Well, a few different ideas right now. Possibly staying here and finishing my AA at the college, and then also either moving and going to a community college in Florida or a state college in Florida. So.
Florida's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still have ice skating rinks down there.
Yeah.
How did you get into ice skating? Did your folks drag you kicking and screaming to the rink and throw you on skates and say you're going to learn, or is it something you did on your own volition?
I actually had a friend that used to skate, and I joined because of her, and so we could skate together. So that's how I got into it.
And then you decided that you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same question for you. How did you get into figure skating?
I actually came to this show when I was younger, and I saw my cousin skating and like her friends, and I was like, that is so cool. Like, I want to do that. So I asked my parents to put me in learn to skate. So.
And now you can skate.
Yep.
It's also fun being about 3 inches taller than you are in real life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
And who's kidding who? I skate occasionally. I like to go fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can skate a lot faster than I can ever run, and that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
You know, getting up ahead of steam and going from one end to the other, stuff like that. Is there a specific figure skating move that you're really good at?
I like spinning. Spinning's my favorite. I like camel spins, sit spins.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
What about you?
I like jumping. So
Jumping.
I like axel.
Think when you're all through that, you're still going to skate? I mean, you're just going to skate for fun, even when you go to Florida or you do whatever. You're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Tell me about the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. Is it like a bunch of kids having a good time? Is it structured? Is it hard work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get up early and fight for rink time. How does that work?
Yeah, so there are 2-3 sessions in the morning, so we get up early before school, quickly get dressed, and then go on the ice.
And you have to learn all the disciplines, the spinnings and all that stuff. Okay, and that can't be easy.
It's pretty difficult, but
Yeah. Are there figure skaters that you emulate? You'll see it on TV, the Olympics or anything, and you say I want to skate like her, or she's really good. Who do you admire in the figure skating community?
Probably in our own community, Liam Kapakis, and then one of our newer members of our club, Kiki. She's from Colorado. Yeah, both of them. They're really.
I noticed a couple of Kapakises are in the show. Liam and is it Callie?
Kiki or Callie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just
Liam. Yeah, Liam.
just Liam.
Just Liam. Yeah, the Kapakises have developed quite a name for themselves in the figure skating community, haven't they?
Yeah.
You think you could do this for a living? Be like Disney on ice and go out and skate for a job?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I could. It'd be fun though.
Yeah.
Well, of the 40 kids who are going to participate in this figure skate, and we'll talk about the specifics in just a little bit. There's 40 of them here. Who's the best? You can tell me. Who's the best of the 40?
Liam.
Liam.
Yeah. He is a great person. He's so kind, and he's an amazing skater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really committed to it.
Yeah, well, he has. If he wants to be a figure skater for a career, he certainly has the talent and the wherewithal, and most of all, the drive to do it. Because you got to like this, don't you? Considering the hours that you got to put in and the practice you got in, you got to like what you're doing, or you shouldn't be doing it, right?
Yeah.
How much practice have you put in for the big show, for the Deck the Halls?
Put in a lot, about 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should probably talk about that. What exactly is the Deck the Halls Holiday Ice Show? When people go to the community rink, it's at the community rink, by the way, December 8th and 9th, what do they expect? What does the show entail?
It's a really great family show, so bring your kids. It's really great. Yeah, we have over 40 cast members. There's a large genre of music, some from older generations and some really new music, and it's really fun. We have a visit from Santa's elves. We have a few numbers with those, and that's really fun. I know the kids in that really like it. And then we have concessions, all homemade food and desserts from our families. And
okay.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's not a story being told. It's just holiday music and skating and fun stuff. Is that basically it?
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you on the ice for the show? The whole time? Did you get a little break?
Yeah, I have breaks in between. I'm in like 5, 6 numbers.
Okay.
5
what about
numbers.
you?
6 numbers.
6 numbers. That's how many numbers are there? It sounds like there's a lot.
Oh gosh, there's like 30 something. Yeah.
There's a lot. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And that's good. And it's a fast-paced kind of a show.
Yeah.
We like that. Your cohort in crime, Ellie, is sitting off stage right now. Tell me, before we take a quick break, tell me a little bit about Ellie so I know what to ask her. Yeah.
She is a junior at Wenatchee High School. She has done lots of other sports too, but yeah, she's been skating for about 3 years.
Okay.
She's super fun.
Ellie Anderson's going to join us. You're staying, right? And you're taking off, is that right? You want to say hi to anybody, Brooke, on making your television debut? You can go ahead and say hi to somebody.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, that's an inside joke, folks. Tell me about that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, again, Abby is staying, and Ellie Anderson will be joining us for the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. It is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Club Crow is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow Saturday nights. We have live bands to rock the night away. Club Crow is bringing comedy to Cashmere. Check out our Facebook page for upcoming dates. Live jam session first Sunday of every month. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
Ho, ho, ho! The Christmas season is upon us, Wenatchee Valley, and Collins is here to fulfill your gift-giving and fashion needs. Bring in your list and we will assist you in finding the perfect gift and wrap it up for you. Tommy Bahama, popcorn treats, yummy caramels for the guys, Brighton jewelry, handbags, gifts for all the women on your list. Cashmere scarves, sweaters, cozy jammies, gowns, blankies, socks. Gift cards are always a great gift. Beautiful holiday styles for your special occasions. Awesome service at Collins Fashions, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
And we are back. As you can tell, Abby hasn't gone anywhere. We made her sit and stay, and Ellie Anderson is now joining us from the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging around and watching Brooke and Abby do her thing. But we'll ask you the same question, Ellie. A little bit about yourself.
As Abby said, I'm a junior at Wenatchee High School. I'm 17 years old, and other than figure skating, one of my favorite things to do is to go backpacking.
Oh, good. Well, this is a good place to live to do that.
Yes,
What's
definitely.
your favorite class at Wenatchee High School?
AP English with Mr. Cloak.
Oh, he's tough. He failed me. I have no idea who he is. How long have you been skating?
Only about 3.5 years.
So you're new to the...
Yeah.
So you're a late bloomer.
I am definitely.
Why did it take so long, and what got you to strap on the skates and take a run at it?
My dad used to play hockey, and so he used to bring me to the rink. And then my sister joins Learn to Skate, which is one of the programs that's actually going to be in the Holiday Ice Show. And my sister did it, and I was like, okay, I can do this too then. And so I jumped at the opportunity to do it.
Sibling rivalry, nothing wrong with that. There are 40 kids in the show alone, so I guess my question is, how many folks are actually in the figure skating club? Is that like the whole darn club right there?
Well, we have about 50 members,
Okay.
and that's including our board members and our coaches.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a lot bigger than I remember. This club probably wouldn't exist if we didn't have a year-round rink, right?
Oh, never.
That's the key thing. This community rink is it's the bee's knees, isn't it?
We're so lucky to
Yeah.
have that.
Do you actually hang around there when you're not part of the figure skating club? Do you just go down there and just skate for fun with your friends on a Friday or Saturday night?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
It's kind of become a place to hang out, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. Learning how to ice skate isn't that hard, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah. For somebody who's never done it and say, I think I might at least take a shot at it, what's the first piece of advice you give to somebody who's never put on a pair of skinny skates and thrown themselves out on the ice? What's the first thing you tell them?
Don't fall down.
Don't fall down. Well, you're going to fall down.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we talk to the Learn to Skate kids about is, you're going to fall down. Liam Kapakis falls down. I fall down all the time. It's just going to happen.
Do you help teach some of the younger kids in the club some of the finer points of skating?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it like when those kids have that moment, the epiphany, when the kid goes from all the way from one end of the ice to the other, and they didn't fall down, and they got to go fast, and they had some idea of controlling their body motion? What's that like?
It's a really cool feeling because you get to see the joy on their face of, oh yeah, I did that, I did it, and you're like, yeah, you did, I knew you could.
And then your confidence just goes sky high.
Exactly.
Because you both had that moment, right? When you were growing up, and you said, I think I can skate now. So it's a cool moment. You're on the show how long? I noticed that a lot of you guys are in quite a bit.
I have about 4 numbers that I'm doing, yeah.
Who's directing this? Who's in charge of this show? They must have had a heck of a lot of work.
Yeah, so we have Louise Kapakis, Paul Kapakis, and Alana, and Alana Collins. They help direct the show, or choreograph all the numbers for the show. Our director is Sonia. Yeah, there was a lot of help from parents and volunteers.
Definitely.
We couldn't have done it without all of them. So.
Yeah, well, parents and volunteers are the key to any organization, especially the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club, because parents are the ones who got to drag the kids out of bed at 5 o'clock. Let's go! And you get them down to the rink, and you get the kids out there, and it takes dedication on everybody's part, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it pays off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the end. I asked Abby and Brooke the question. I'll ask you, Ellie, you going to do this for a long time? You're going to skate until you drop?
Definitely. One of the things when I was looking at colleges was that it has to have a rink nearby. So.
Are you already looking at colleges?
Oh, definitely.
Any place jump out at you yet?
I want to go to University of Idaho.
Oh, wow. I went through Moscow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was in the back seat of a patrol car, though, so it doesn't count. How long is this show? So people can time this out. It's this weekend, by the way, and I'll give you the specifics in just a little bit. How long is the show from beginning to end with an intermission, I suppose, right? Or does it go right through?
It's about 2 hours long, and there is an intermission in that halfway through that you can stop at the concession stand.
Big finale, everybody on the ice with a big number?
Yeah.
What is it? Can you tell us?
You
don't have to. I'm just curious.
I think it's Joy to the World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Christmas music and ice skating mutually exclusive? Is it easier to choreograph the movement on the ice with the music that's playing? Because that's the biggest challenge, isn't it?
Yeah,
definitely.
So.
Yeah, I think the Christmas music is way easier. So.
And by the time you're done with this, you probably get to like Christmas music, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole deal. Deck the Hall is the holiday ice show. The whole thing is a fundraiser, by the way, for the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. I got a couple of tickets, and here's how you win them. Go to our Facebook page, NCW Life's Facebook page, and private message me. The first person to private message me right now on our Facebook page, I will give you a pair of tickets, and you can use these either for Saturday or Sunday for any of the show times. Saturday, it's at 4:30 in the afternoon, and then Sunday at 2 o'clock matinee and a 4:30 matinee. So 2 and 4:30, and if it's a 2-hour show, you don't have much of a turnaround there on that Sunday, do you?
No, it's get off the ice, say hi and thank you to everyone, and then it's go get back in your opening costume.
If you want to buy tickets, it's suggested donation is $10. If you want to pay more, they're all for that. Trust me on that. Kids 3 to 12 are $5. Children under 2 is free. This might be a really good way to plant the seed for kids out there to go to the show and see you kids out there having a good time, thinking I might want to do that.
Yeah, that's what happened for me.
That's how Abby started.
Yeah. It's good to have you on board. Brooke and Abby and Ellie from the Wenatchee Figure Skating Club. Give them a big hand. There you go. Well, we got Brooke to clamp anyway because she's still in the room. Thanks, ladies. Let us know how it goes, all right?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
don't
you
forget
so
Facebook, our Facebook page. First person to private message us this morning gets a pair of tickets, and I'll be in touch with you, all right? You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This is the NCW Life Community Calendar brought to you by Localtel. The Snowy Owl Family Christmas Show is this Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. in Leavenworth. There will be music, dances, wacky commercials, and a Christmas story for the whole family. Columbia Choral presents Christmas Around the World this Friday at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets online or at the door. For more information and other community events, visit ncwlife.com.
Welcome to Kris Kringle. For the very young, for time-honored traditions, shop Kris Kringle. Experience the joy and the pleasure of passing on fun and whimsical ornaments, beautiful handcrafted ornaments, or even your favorite sports team ornaments. Kris Kringle has the largest selection of Department 56 in Washington. The splendor and the magic of Christmas surrounds you each time you enter Kris Kringle.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Make a purchase from a local business and you are supporting your community and your friends. Please stop by and share some holiday cheer with these local businesses.
The Shirt Shop in Chelan. Shirts, sweatshirts, and more for the whole family. Have it customized while you wait. Located in the heart of downtown Chelan. Yoga Chelan. Move beyond the expected, promoting the health benefits of yoga through classes, events, and adventures. Yoga for everyone with Yoga Chelan.
Happy holidays from your friends and neighbors.
Hi. We got a couple of minutes left on this Friday program. Speaking personally, the weekend can't come soon enough for me. And I speak for Kat and Cal, and Steve, and Uriah, and Grant, and Tucker, and Rachel, and Megan, and Jane, and Wendy, and Diana, and Laura, and Brenda. Let's do your weather forecast from the National Weather Service. It's overcast right now. Sun will be coming up a little bit later on today. Going to be on the cool side, 31 for our high today. Slight chance of some super light snow tonight. Don't bet on it. If it happens at all, it'll be a surprise. 26 for the overnight low. Pretty quiet Saturday. Just, again, light snow, no accumulations expected Saturday. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, 27 for the overnight low. Sunday, however, we're going to see some snow. Not a lot of snow, less than half an inch, barely enough to cover the ground. It'll happen after 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Then it will taper off a little bit. And then overnight Sunday night into early Monday morning, another light dusting of snow. Again, less than an inch. That's all we're going to get on Sunday night. And then by the time we get to Monday afternoon, whatever snow we get is going to be long gone because we'll be topping off in the lower 40s on Monday. Then the next chance of some light snow in the Wenatchee Valley comes your way Tuesday and Tuesday night. Mountain passes are very quiet right now. There are no advisories or restrictions. You're looking at live shots of Snoqualmie, Stevens, and Blewett. Bare and dry across the board. A couple of patches of frost and ice. It's going to be quiet in the mountain passes as well. Sunshine today, clear skies tonight. A little bit of light snow expected in the higher passes. By that specifically, I mean Stevens. About an inch or so on Saturday. Saturday night, another half an inch or so, again, mostly on Stevens, not so much on I-90. And then on Sunday and Sunday night, for the mountain passes, a couple of inches on Sunday afternoon and a couple of inches Sunday night into Monday, and that's really about it. So you could have some winter driving conditions starting late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, spilling into Monday morning. They're not going to get a big dumping of snow, just light snow here and there. Most of it will be just on Stevens Pass, a little bit on Blewett. Snoqualmie Pass, I-90 is really not expecting any significant snow at all. Look at that beautiful shot out at Quincy, Monument Hill. That is absolutely phenomenal. My guest on Monday will be Beth Stipe, the Executive Director of the Community Foundation of North Central Washington. Don't forget high school girls basketball tonight at 5:30. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.